What was the message to the boys after that one?
Everything was supposed to be team-oriented. The only time we get in trouble is sometimes when we think about ourselves, and defensively, we've got to find a way to commit to a few things. And I thought we did it for a long stretch of the game where we committed to defensive hockey, and it really showed for us. But the same story against Windsor that we played them last time. Their special teams carried them over us.
For sure, yeah. If it wasn't for Flores, that game might have been a lot different. It sounds like a broken record, but he's got to be, if he's not the best goalie in the league, I'd like to see who is.
I mean, when you look at the analytics on Sport Logic, the same system that we use in the NHL, I mean, he's got the most saves in the league. He's played the most minutes. I mean, he's our expected goals against, we rank 20th. We're expected to give up the most goals, and in fact, compared to what we actually do, it's 6th. And that just talks about not only Flores, but Robertson involved there. I mean, we're a highly offensive team that struggles defensively after 40 games. I think you can kind of see that. And, as a coach, you have to identify where you're weak and try to continue to get better. And, 9 goals against on Friday. And, it took them, 4-3 there tonight to win. So, 13 goals against on a weekend isn't going to cut it come playoff time.
And it's easy to point to the defenseman if he coughs up a puck or something, but it's more than that, though, isn't it?
It's a 5-man stop. You have to have your forwards holding up. You got to have your forwards blocking shots. Their game-tying goal would have been lovely to have a block shot and not even allow it to get to the net, and we didn't get it. And when you put pucks on net, good things are going to happen, and that's what kind of came back to bite us in the rear end.
Sure, yeah. Now, Friday night, you got down early. What happened in that game?
I think we gave them way too much respect by the time we took a breath and opened up our eyes. I think it was 4-0. And after that, we wanted to come out and win a period. And then it was 7-0 in the first 3 minutes of the second. The team was better than us in every single facet. And I think we respected them too much. And, we played 5 regular D. And I thought we missed Jack Browdy quite a bit. And at the end of the day, we didn't execute in any one given area where London was, excellent in every given area. So we just didn't match up against well at them, and it showed.
Sure. Now, it's probably not your area here, but you got the trade deadline coming up. Like, do you get involved in that? Or how do you look at that? Do you just with the guys you have type thing?
Coach the guys that you have, and right now this is a good group. I know we've lost 4 out of 5 games right before the break, 7-1, so kind of the tale of 2 slides, but. When you look at it, we're still a pretty young group, with the Waslins and the Zada and the Rubric and Gallianov and Crete, and, you look at it and say, are you going to beat the Londons? Are you going to beat Kitcheners? Are you going to beat Barries or Oshawas, that are all loading up with 20 and 19-year-olds, and you want to think that. But right now we're winning hockey games, and I'm not too sure if we're going to interrupt anything with our team. But if we do, great, and if we don't, great. Let's find a way to make the most out of it.
For sure, great. Thank you for your time. Thanks. Appreciate it.
What's the mood of the team heading into the trade deadline?
I think everybody's going to be nervous. Everybody's always nervous in the deadline, and especially if you like it somewhere, you don't want to get moved. And I think you could look at our team in a number of ways. You're capable of going for it. You could also sell off and build for the future. No matter what way the management direction wants to go, we're going to do the best to win hockey games, as that's been our motto from day one. And control the things that you can.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Take care.
Coach, that disallowed goal for Lashko, do you think that maybe was a turning point there where you could have been up there and then it gets called back and kind of changed the momentum back in Windsor's favor?
I didn't agree with it. I thought his foot was on the ice. It's tough for a kicking motion with your foot trying to stop, and I thought that should have been a goal. And, I didn't agree with a lot of penalties or the lack thereof, but at the end of the day, when you have the opportunity, you have to execute. And they did that on their power play. We didn't do it on ours, and they won the special team, and they ended up winning the game.
You didn't play last night, obviously, because of the postponement, and you knew that Windsor was tired coming in after playing in Erie last night, and it looked like they had a little bit more energy in the third period than you did. Was that an issue on your end from the bench?
Well, it's a concern when a game's coming in on the road and they're out playing you. I thought we had a lot of passengers tonight and not a lot of emotion. And to be honest with you, I thought that was a pretty good team, but we had opportunities to score in the first, and we didn't take advantage. And it could have been a different game. And when you let a good team hang around, that's what you're going to do. You got a team like that on the ropes on a Sunday 2-0. You got to find a way to step on your throats, and you keep them around. You keep them around long enough. Even the 1-goal game, you keep them around long enough, they'll find a way to make you pay. day, and they did.
And you went 1-1-1 on the week, so again, mixed results there with the fourth game that didn't get played. But you talk about playing the right way, and it just seemed like the breakaways in that game, the defensive lapses a little bit. A team like that with so much top end talent, about 4 or 5 breakaways we counted today. Was there anything you could pinpoint of why the guys were allowing so many of those right there?
I mean, our D got to stop giving the puck away. I mean, Virgilio and Scott and Wizik. You got to look at the tape, but I mean, when our defense play the puck, you got to manage it. Lashko was in. You got to manage it inside the blue. You're gonna turn it over to a good team. Expect giveaways. So mismanaging the puck. I mean, it's not a pretty thing right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.